This is my wrap up for the Build-A-Page Kit series. So I have my 5 layouts here all done. All the videos are up, the process videos, so you can go and check them out, as well as the 2 building process videos. I'm gonna show them to you in reverse order because these are the most current all the way to the very first one. So this was page number 5 that I put together. It had all of the fall supplies. This is actually the 4th page kit that I built, but I switched it because I was following the 30 Days of sketches, and the Susanna Lee sketch probably worked better for this one. At least I felt it did. So I switched them, and I did this as my 5th layout instead of my 4th. So here is the layout. And then here is what I have left over. So I didn't have any full papers in this one. I had these 2 pieces that I thought I would be able to cut embellishments out of. So you can see I used only 2 pumpkins here, lots left. And then I used quite a few things out of here. I used the little turkeys, and I used some leaves, and I created part of my title out of these. And then I had the Fall Fever collection. I had 4 pieces of paper. None of them were full pieces. They all had been cut into. This is all I have left of this one, which is that plaid that I absolutely love. And then I have the branding strip. This is all I have left of this one. And it's got the gray on the back. Let me show you these first. There we go. This is the one I think I have the most of. And it's the orange on the back. And then here are those amazing pumpkins. I love this part. And then it's got the green on the back. And then the last piece that I had thrown in was this Wild Whisper paper from Sweater Weather. I just used one little chunk of it. This has stretched quite a bit, but I just love that little fox. So that is the kit. And I didn't think I would fully kill this one. I definitely was being a little bit stingy because I love these papers, and so I knew that I would probably be able to get maybe 2 or 3 more layouts out of it. I am really happy with myself for having taken the time to fussy cut a bunch of stuff out of this paper. So I think what I'm gonna do is keep this one out and go ahead and fussy cut everything out of it, and then I'll just have a whole bunch of extra embellishments that I can throw into my kit and use them whenever I pull my fall stuff out. Same with this, I'll go ahead and just fussy cut these and, you know, throw on a movie and just go ahead and fussy cut them. I may even do that with some of the foxes as well. And then everything else, I think for now, will go back into my fall kit that I have and put away for the next time I want to do a fall layout. So really love the layout, and I'm pretty happy with the success of how much I got used up in this one. Layout number 4 was actually kit number 5, but again, I just wanted to switch it because I thought the sketches worked better. So here's the layout, my Halloween layout. Lots of little bits of ephemera and tucking in little things, lots of stickers, puffy stickers, stickers down here. And here is what I have left over in this kit. Now this looks like I have a lot. I basically have a whole other kit in here, but at the last minute I threw some extra stuff in. It is in the video, but it was sort of just a bunch of extras, and so I knew I wasn't going to kill this whole thing. So for the papers, I pulled out my Echo Park Spooky collection. I was hoping to get at least one of the papers killed. It was this one with the ghosts. I just think they are the cutest things in the whole world. I loved that paper, and so I knew I wanted to get that used. So mission accomplished there. And what I have left over is these two papers. So from this paper, I used a strip that I cut from here. It was this one. So that's all I used from this. Here's the back. But I'm gonna keep this out because I'm still working on my October daily, and I think I might want to grab a couple of these. So that's it for this one. I didn't touch this one. They're so cute. I'm struggling to use them because I love them. But I will use them. And then here's the back of that. So not too bad. I used one whole paper, another chunk of this one. And then I had this piece of paper, this scrap, that I threw in, and I used quite a bit of it. I actually matted my photos with it. I don't think I'm gonna keep this scrap. I actually do have another sheet of this paper, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss that one. And then what I did was I threw in the Hey Pumpkin papers. So this is the 6x8 paper pad. I used a chunk of this paper. That's it. And then I had the stickers. So I did use several of the stickers, 2 here, 1 here. There's actually 3 sheets of stickers in here. And then I also used the ephemera. I just threw it into this. It didn't come like this. I just threw them into this instead of keeping the packaging from the other package that these did come in. So I did use a bunch of stickers. I did use a bunch of ephemera. That's where all of the tags and things like that came from. So that worked out really well. I did not use any thickers. There really wasn't a title in the sketch, so I wasn't worried too much about trying to create a title, so I didn't use any of those. And then I also had these little puffy stickers that I got from Walmart. They are the American greetings. You know, in the like greeting card section, they often have little things like this. So I threw those in, and I did actually use the bats. I used a whole row of pumpkins, and I used some ghosts. So that's pretty good. And I love how my layout turned out. I also threw in some black and white twine because I had some tags that needed a little bit of twine. And that's it. So I'm gonna say that I did well with this kit too. I definitely knew I wasn't gonna kill it, but I think I used a lot of stuff. I definitely wasn't stingy. I filled things up, and I really like where the layout kind of went, the direction it went in. So I am happy with that. Put that one to the side. Here is layout number 3. And this one, if you recall, or you can hop back and check, I already had the papers and this picture put together. I just needed to finish it. And so I did have a sketch that I was going to use for this, and it sort of worked out good. It was Sarah's sketch, and so Sarah had a big circle, and she had photos down the side, and she had 4, I think, embellishment clusters. And so I was kind of able to work with the sketch as much as I could with the pictures and the papers already being there. The large mat, this paper here, was sort of like my circle, and I had a couple little places where she had sort of some strips of paper. I already had that. So basically what I did was just kind of took from that where I was going to put some of my embellishments. And instead of trying to do one cluster, or 3 clusters for the embellishments, I just tucked them all over. So these little animals just all kind of found a spot where there was a ledge in the paper or here in the word thankful, and I placed them all over. And then I added these little sequins leaves and some other leaves like this, wood veneer leaves. And that's it. I did some splatters. I outlined everything with my gold paint pen, and that was done. This one came together super, super quick, super easy, and I think it's very cute. It will definitely look really cute with all the other pictures from here because it has that sort of fall and animal feeling to it. So that is number 3. and I completely killed it. I used all of the die cuts and wood veneer that I had put in my little baggie. I didn't use every single sequin, but I didn't really count these. I just grabbed a handful of them, so I wasn't necessarily expecting to use every single one. So that's it for that. Hi, Arlo. And then the only other thing that I have in here is the branding strip, which doesn't have any pattern on it. This was from the 12 by 12 paper that is my background paper. That is all I have left. So that kit was completely killed, and that layout is finally finished, and I can put it into my album, so that's like a double win for me. Here, you can have this. Yes, you can have this. Okay, layout number 2 was this one here. Let's see if I can pull it out without pulling out all the little scraps. So, this one, if you remember, I had this piece of vellum from Dear Lizzie, and I have been saying that I wanted to get this used up for a couple of years, never used it. And so again, I was determined to get it used up. I paired it on top of some cocoa vanilla paper, and then all these little bits and pieces here are cocoa vanilla or fancy pants. So if you've been following my kits, you know I have those scraps from the 6x6 fancy pants paper pad that I was using. I finally used up pretty much all of them, and they're all here as the little layers behind my photo. And then I added lots of the little word stickers and some die cuts and some puffy stickers, and I just love how this turned out. Super fun, super bright and colorful. I ripped the vellum so that you could see little pops of the more bright and concentrated colors from the flower background. And that is my layout. So what do I have left over? I have a few of the little words. I threw them in here because they were falling off of the sticker sheet, but I've got to pull everything off, I think. So a few of the little words left over. And I have obviously some of the puffy stickers. I didn't use all of those. I have the branding strips from the pieces of paper that I used. They were already scraps except for the background paper, so I just kept those branding strips so I can use those. I threw in the sequins that I used so you could kind of see the packs that I used. I knew I wasn't obviously going to use up all of those, so I can put those away. I have this piece of border strip that was from one of the papers that I threw in, as well as this little banner that says hello. That was from the cut apart sheet, so I just threw that in. It was mostly used anyways. I still have the die cuts. I only used 2 of those, so I still have lots of those left over. And here's that sticker sheet. Oh, Arlo, Arlo. So on the sticker sheet, I have a few more words. Mostly these are words that relate to going on vacation, and so that's not what my picture was really about. Arlo. That's not what my picture was about. So I saved those words, and then I do have this little sticker and this little sticker. So I will save those. Come here, you. And the rest is all scraps. It's all garbage and just stuff that I had cut apart. So I think this is the biggest chunk of scrap. I'll probably keep that one piece. This is the largest piece of my fancy pants paper that I didn't kill. This was the only one that I didn't kill, that I didn't, you know, cut a strip off of just so I had a straight edge. So I will keep this as well, but I can officially say now that all of those papers are done. So I think there's like, let me see here, like this piece of the yellow, I just cut it because I had torn some of that paper, and so I needed the straight edge, so I just cut that off. This is like the torn pieces of the vellum. This is all just garbage. Everything's used up. I'm really happy that I used up all of those little papers. I feel like I accomplished what I set out to accomplish. I only have a few things left, so I am going to call this kit killed as well. These few little bits can be tucked back into my summer stuff and used when I start scrapping summer or vacation photos again. So that one was killed. Very happy with that. And the last one, this is the first layout that I showed you, first kit that I put together. It consisted of a full piece of paper, this background paper. It consisted of this larger piece of red paper and these strips here. Like this is a strip. This is the branding strip from this piece of paper. And it had this die cut. And then all of these stickers, these canvas stickers. So these are the only stickers I have left. The letters here, and then these oars, and this little sticker with the lighthouse. That's it for the canvas stickers. This is the only piece of paper I have left from the whole thing. And then one strip where, because I kept the branding strip on, I had to cut a piece from the bottom. So this is basically the equivalent of a branding strip. And that is it. I also added these sequins because these are the ones I used, the Black Eye Susan. They match perfectly. Like, you couldn't get a better match of a sequins mix unless you did it yourself. So I can put these back, and that is my layout. This kit was 100% fully killed. There is nothing left of it except these few pieces, and I'm not sure that these are worth keeping. I probably will keep them and put them in my travel kit, my Traveler's Notebook Project Life little travel kit, because they're about the right size. These 3 stickers will be getting used up very shortly on some travel pages, and then this whole thing will be done. I can officially say that I used an entire collection, every piece that I had in it. So that is super exciting, and that is it. I am going to say that this is probably one of my most successful Build-A-Page weeks. I'm really happy with everything that I did. So if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments down below. Check out the page building videos if you want to kind of know more about what the thought process was behind putting all of these together and why I threw certain things into the kits and that kind of stuff. And then of course all of the process videos on putting the pages together. And that is it for me. Yeah, this was a really fun week, and I can't wait to do it again in November, so come back for that. And I will be back soon. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. Share my channel.